We are back yet again, all the way live from Satellite 5. I love being here. I love being here on a fight week. It's Brian Soscia. I got my buddies with me in the booth, and we'll talk to them in a little while. And I want to introduce to a new guy in a moment. But first, I want to tell you what we have coming up today. Elvin Brito, El Bandito, joins us ahead of his fight with Jake Lindsay. That's this weekend, man. This Friday night in Kansas City. Elvin has a new attitude. We're going to explore that a little bit. Plus, speaking of Kansas City, also fighting there, JW Kaiser against Michael Fournier. I don't do French. Was it Fournier? Fournier? I can't do French. I'm not a Frenchman. Fournier.
Sounds like a hockey player.
Yeah, it does. Is that French? Canadian? What is it? Oui. I don't know, but I do know this. Yeah, there you go. Thank you for correcting me. I do know that it's going to be a great jam-packed show today. So much other stuff coming up. Also going to prank call a fighter. We'll do that in a moment. See if that works out live. We've never tried this before. It's all here, and then so much more. And looking forward to meeting JW Kaiser, too, finding a little bit more about him before he shows us what he can do in Kansas City. I like to check in with the guys. And today, I'm very excited to intro a new guy here in a moment. But first, let's check in with Brandon, Evan, and the new guy. He almost put his hand up too early. There he is. Yeah, a little fist up. He's bare knuckle.
Christian, our new protege.
Yeah, we're gonna really teach him some stuff.
Fresh out of Temple University.
Hey, really?
He's bright-eyed and bushy-tailed today.
I went to Temple. Gunshots rung out there. Yes, it was great.
I remember I had that same spark when I first started.
Who beat it out of you?
And it's all gone now.
Hey, put him on the mic. I want to say hi really quick.
Come on over. Introduce yourself.
How we doing? Christian from South Jersey. Temple class of 2024.
I'm confused. I'm excited that you're here, Christian, but is this like a BKFC? It's the Bare Knuckle Show. This is a dating profile. Do you like long walks on the beach as well? What else do you like? Let's see if they like you in the chat. I'll let you know. I haven't gotten to the chat yet. We're very disorganized.
We got to build his character still. So
not really.
Rocket Brandon, Corporate Evan, and
I don't know Christian the kid. I don't know.
He's got the shirt tucked in, collared shirt. He can be buttoned up Christian.
Wait, is it true? I heard a rumor, Christian. Before we get too deep into this, I heard a rumor about you. I heard that you asked to come in super early today like a good employee. I love that about you. I think my chat's not working again today.
I got it.
What's going on?
Holy cow, a new guy doesn't know what's in store.
So Christian was very professional, and we hope to break him from that soon.
I told him to come at 11. He said, do you mind if I come at 9:30? I showed up at 10:45.
Christian, I like that you care so much. You were here early. We're excited to have you. We know it's a huge opportunity for you getting to work here on the Bare Knuckle Show and be our main guy that we're making do everything for the Bare Knuckle Show. Right, Brandon?
Right. Yeah.
Brandon's
on his way out.
Brandon just pushed all his work at Christian.
See everybody.
It'll be great. So, Christian, we're looking forward to developing your talent and seeing what you're made of, man. Some of the videos you're going to see be done by Christian now. Congratulations. Welcome to the team, dude.
Thank you.
Say it with bass in your voice, son. You're like 10.
I guess thanks.
Say it loud.
Thank you, sir.
Don't call me sir.
He'll find his voice. Don't worry.
Yeah.
He's got.
I don't like being called sir.
We threw him right into the fire today and said, by the way, you're going to be on podcast.
Yeah,
Zero.
And we didn't even tell him, though. We didn't even.
No, we should get on. Let's go. We're like, come on and say a couple things.
Oh, I love it. Hold on. I'm opening the chat and a new link. See if this works. Yes. Okay, here we go. So all that stuff we're getting into today. The chat seemingly new guy going to get broken in today.
Somebody said Polo Christian. I like that.
I don't like his haircut because it wasn't by me. Swervo Cuts, our resident barber. There's a lot. So here's the deal. You can give us nicknames for Christian for when he's here. So drop him in the chat, and we'd love to hear him. Make sure you're on YouTube doing that. Other than that, I mean, we have a lot of other stuff to get to. Christian, nice to meet you, and we'll meet you more throughout the show. But last week, I don't know if you can see it here, I was gifted this by Dave Jr. because 2 weeks ago, Pee Wee Herman bobblehead. Look at that. Because he thought that this tequila dance was from Saturday Night Fever. So that was his penance. He gave us this. We're excited about that. And I learned at one of the shows that Andy Glenn, the referee, I love this. Andy Glenn, one of our top referees, was actually, I guess, a former police officer. And he was apparently, ready for this, one of the arresting officers in Pee Wee Herman's case when he got caught just watching a movie or whatever he was doing. Apparently he's got pictures he's going to share. Hopefully we can share them coming up. And then also, I want to get to some like show stuff, like bare knuckle stuff. UK show. Yeah, thank you. Pee Wee laugh. Tierney versus Graham. What a fight, dude. Everyone, we were talking about this before we went on the air. What a fight. Tierney, best shape of his life. First step in achieving what he wants to. Now he's got the UK title. I enjoyed that fight. What did you guys think of that fight with Tierney and Graham?
It's awesome. It was a real nail biter.
It was fun to watch, man.
I'm actually texting Mark from the UK right now.
Oh.
I don't even think anybody knows who that is.
Yeah, I know. You're inside baseball with that.
But awesome fight. I was watching the entire event. Some of the fights weren't, it was a long event. There was 13 fights, and a lot of them went the distance, so it was a long day. But I think Tierney and Graham really, put a bow on it at the end with that.
They sure did.
It was like one of those where I don't know Johnny Graham personally, but we worked with Connor a lot, and it's tough when you know the guy because and you're like, oh, you don't want to root for him because you're supposed to be neutral, but I'm like, come on, Connor, like let's get it done. And he got knocked down. He was taking some heavy hits. I was like, oh shit, is Johnny gonna win this?
Yeah, at one point, I thought that it could have kind of. I don't think as we got further in the fight, but I was thinking, this could be a 6-rounder. I was all excited for that, but we didn't get there. But great fight. Congratulations to Connor Tierney, Johnny Graham on a great main event. Thank you for that. Now we're headed to Memorial Hall in Kansas City this weekend, which is for pro wrestling fans, it's like one of the meccas of Central States wrestling. So I'm excited to get there, the nerd in me for that. That's going to be a great fight. Elvin Brito coming on later, JW Kaiser as well. Now, last week, a little bit of an issue. If you were watching last week, we tried to cold call Big Ben Rothwell. And Big Ben Rothwell didn't pick up the phone. Usually he picks up. We thought he would. So we decided this week to give him a cold call at the top of the show, but do it a little differently. We're going to prank phone call. We're going to have a prank phone. You ready for this? Okay, I'm making sure my guys are ready. Prank phone calls. They're very good at this. Big Ben Rothwell. We're going to do that right now, and then we'll talk about some other stuff too. We're going to mess with him first. You're calling them as who's this?
Chris Lytle.
Oh, call him as Chris Lytle.
Calls Ben Rothwell.
All right, let's see. Let's see. Chris Lytle. Did you just type Chris Lytle calls Ben Rothwell?
I gotta get in the zone here.
So, Chris, how you been, man?
I'm good, Brian.
You excited to talk to Ben?
That's a little too much. Hold on.
He's not gonna know.
Chris, an outstanding main card tonight in our main event.
I could be Wheelock.
Yo, you should both be there talking to Ben. Okay, that's what you should do. All right, here we go. I'm calling him. Let's see if it works. Is it Bluetooth up? We're good?
Right, it's up.
It should be up.
There we go. I'll go first.
The hype man.
Hey, Ben. This is Chris. What's so funny?
You sound funny, Chris. Sound like you're missing some teeth.
I don't know what you mean.
Sorry, Ben. Chris is here with me, Sean Wheelock. How you doing? Listen, we just want to talk about your upcoming potential fight and what you think about it.
Yeah, man. Look, we've got way too many heavyweights, so we've been talking in the company, and we think you should go down to 205. We've got a nice one lined up in about 3 months. Do you think you can make a weight by then?
Yeah, let me just cut off a limb. see the one-legged man, the bare knuckle box.
Oh, I love it. Well,
yeah, that's good.
Well, hey, Chris, Sean, game, set, match.
I think.
Can I jump in here and
Ben, I think you would be phenomenal at 205.
Everyone's trying their voices out, Ben. I'm sorry. How are you? It's Soscia with the Bare Knuckle Show, man. We're cold calling you.
Yeah, but was that really Chris?
Yeah, he's here. No. Chris is here. Chris, talk to Ben.
Ben, I don't know what you mean. I mean, I did just wake up. I had a hard training session this morning, but
couple drinks.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little loose. How are things going, man?
Where they're going now? I got the whole gang on the phone here now.
Yeah, we're all here.
We can't do this to Ben. He's one of our favorite guys. Actually, Chris, weigh in when you need to. I have to talk to Ben about some stuff.
All right.
Well, Chris, it's good to have Chris on. Sean was back somewhere else, too.
Hey, Ben, if I may, I just wanted to say we're very excited for your 205 debut. I think you are going to clear out the division and be a champ very, very soon.
Big overhand right. So, listen, we're all here for you. And the reason we're calling you, I know you're busy. I appreciate you picking up. Look, I know this is probably early for you. I know you're a night owl. You stay up all night. Is this early for you, Ben?
Well, a little bit.
Well, I appreciate you taking
I'm not. Yeah, I get yelled at daily because everybody wants me to wake up earlier and get to work and stuff like that. But I had to get up today. I'm doing work with the family.
Well, that's a good thing. You're a family man, and that goes into who you are as a dude. Like, you're a family man. You're a good dude. I feel like you're this huge, intimidating guy that people see until they meet you and get to know you. I noticed in Sturgis, matter of fact, you were there front row. I don't know how much of the fights you got to see, but you were had a line of people waiting to meet you, shake your hand, get autographs, get photos. And I think you love that, but that's got to be hard. You're a big guy that stands out in a crowd. You can never get any private time.
was the whole reason I came, man. I left home for the weekend to come to Sturgis, and I wanted to see like how many. Sturgis is this. It's an awesome crowd. We found out they love bare knuckle. We found out, but you didn't know. We're going into a realm of people that they're into motorcycles and they're into what they're into, and are we part of that? And man, I couldn't believe how many people recognized me and just wanted to hang out and get photographs. How many knew me, but they didn't know bare knuckle yet, and they were coming up to tell me how cool bare knuckle is. And that's the coolest thing. I've been saying this forever, is when I run into the fans that haven't seen an event before.
Yep.
And then telling me, I'm a fan now. This is incredible. And I'm just like, I think that's absolutely the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, but I think that when they meet you, like, I just want to put this out there, and I think you'd be okay with this, Ben, especially because you love meeting the fans. Like I said, you're an intimidating dude. Sometimes people don't really want to walk up to you, but then I watch. It's crazy. The body language changes when they meet you and see how nice you are. And I think people should do that. Ben loves that at fights or when he's hanging out to take the pictures and all. And I noticed that, like I said, you were doing that more than watching the fights, but I watched you kind of stop the line for a minute. You were taking pictures, but you were really paying attention to the heavyweights. I know you always do. I saw you on the broadcast. We filmed you last week, and the guy you want that you're calling for is Mick Terrell. You want that world title. Where are we at with that? How likely is that fight to happen?
Is that, and fans got, I feel like they're asking for it. Just a few people at Sturgis they knew what was going on. They know that that's the fight to make. And anyone that knows anything about bare knuckle right now pays attention. It's like, yeah, that's the only heavyweight fight to make. And Mick's got the hardware. And I think a lot of people do want to, I'm very thankful and I'm humbled to have a lot of support. People want to see me get that belt. So let's do it.
Yeah, I want to see what happens to that too. Mick's a tough customer. Ben Rothwell, Mick Terrell world champion. See what Ben can do. Ben, you've often said that when you win that title, does it still stand? You're going to try to make every event to meet all the fans. I think that's pretty cool.
I like to be a man of my word, so it'd be kind of stupid of me not to show up to anything. If I win the belt, nobody sees me again. That's something put in the contract, something made where, and look at Dave Feldman and the BKFC didn't have to bring me to Sturgis, and I was there because of BKFC. They, helped me be there. So I'm with their support, and I get that hardware. And, I'm going to take myself to events if I have to, but that's my goal, is to be with the fans as much as I possibly can.
So yeah, and that's exciting too for the fans. I know they like to hear stuff like that. I'm going to be very, very forthright with you. Mick Terrell, a tough customer. So let's just be blunt. What makes you think you can beat him for the world title, Ben?
Oh, absolutely, he's tough. I'm not like his last opponent, or I'm not going to dog turp Mick or anything of that sort. He's got the belt. He's won. He's defended it twice. He's a man in that retrospect, but he's never faced anything the likes of me. I believe that wholeheartedly, and I believe I'm going to prove it to the whole world, and I'm especially going to prove it to him as soon as I get locked into a square circle with him.
Well, we're looking.
I just believe I bring something to the table that no heavyweight has brought to the table yet. I'm going to prove it.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. That's what I was going to say. I didn't mean to almost cut you off there, but we're looking forward to it, and we've seen what you've brought to the table, so I'm excited. I know the fans in the chat, they seem to be excited too, and let's just, hopefully we get some fight news soon. Turn it up, fans. We want to see the fight. Mick's got to defend that title soon. We want to see Mick versus Ben. I'm excited for it. I think the boys in the studio are excited for it as well, so let's see if we can make that happen. Any idea, though? Did they give you an idea if they're giving you that fight sometime soon? How long? Any idea at all?
They did kind of throw out to me and said, looking at November, December, the venue has to be right. Mick makes comments. It's like, I don't know if he doesn't understand how business works. I go, Mick, are you paying for the fight? He's like, well, no. I'm like, well, yeah, dude, they have to have a venue. We got to have the right everything build for the biggest heavyweight fight. So some things got to fall in line, and I'm completely confident. David Feldman and the BKFC staff never cease to just amaze and keep pushing the bar and coming out amazing things for the organization. So I know they're on to something. It's just, what is it? I don't know, but I got hinted that it was November, December time frame.
Wow, okay.
So fingers crossed that we can make that happen.
Well, we're crossing our fingers here too. Big Ben Rothwell, thank you for taking the time, and we're going to let you go because we're up against it with another guest. Chris Lytle, Sean Wheelock, if you guys want to say goodbye.
Yes, Ben. can't wait to see you at your next show. It's always a great pleasure talking to you, my friend.
Yeah, thanks, big boy.
All right, there we go. Big Ben Rothwell versus Mick Terrell. Let's.
Chris, are you messing with me, man?
No, what do you mean?
Let's, he's gonna be texting Chris when he gets off.
I don't know what's so funny, Ben.
I'm used to.
We should spar sometime. It's your big pal, it's your old pal, Chris.
Listen, we got Kaiser. I think calling it in a second. So Ben, you're awesome. They
All
put a
right.
cool
I'll let
graphic
you
up
guys
here.
go. Thanks.
You're awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking
Thanks
the
for
time.
the call, guys.
Ben Rothwell. Let's watch. I'm gonna
Right
make him, bye, Ben. I'm gonna make him go away. You guys ready? Can I do this?
See you
Boom. Ben Rothwell, Big Ben. That was, dude. He really thought that was Chris.
I know.
I got to be honest with you. You're really good at that, and I think we all do it. Like, let's do it. I know we got Jay. Okay, I got to get into it. I got to get into it. It takes me a minute.
Yeah.
You went right into it, and your Sean Wheelock has been better, but it wasn't bad at all, Brandon.
We love doing wheelock.
Oh, dude. Game, set, match.
Yeah, that's a conversational wheelock. You got to get the commentating mode wheelock.
When you've edited hours and thousands of hours of those two, on the commentary, you just pick it up so easy.
They're loving it in the comments. And by the way, Mikey Rawls said, it must be crazy. I could have swore Feldman said there was going to be an announcement this week.
I
Last week.
texted Dave.
I wanted to isolate that because I told him last week and I forgot to do it. I said, you're not going to come on. You're not going to give us an announcement.
No.
I said, so let's replay that. Let's do that. And but he did say, you are correct, Mikey. We're trying to figure it out. All right, looks like JW's here.
Who's that?
That's JW Kaiser, man. He's ready. He's ready to rock and roll.
Brandon's throwing them in Super Source.
I don't know what Super Source means.
That's the split screen. That's the
Okay,
button.
I do know that. I don't think we got. We got so off on calling Ben. I didn't even rip on you guys. I got to rip on you for not knowing what this graphic was. I'm gonna ask JW.
Yeah, what is that?
Okay, and then I listen. Okay, yeah. This they don't know. These guys in the booth, and Christian, I bet you don't either. Evan doesn't. Brandon, they didn't know what TV show this was from. They had no clue. And then we told them, and I told them how funny Married with Children was, and they had no clue, and they made fun of me. Like, it's funny. You would like it. It couldn't last today. If JW's not ready to come on, is he ready?
J-Dub is ready.
Okay, we'll do it later. I'm going to play a selection from that show later called Psycho Dad. I think
All
you'll
right.
like it.
Ready without further ado.
Where's he at?
J-Dub.
J-Dub! What's going on? JW Kaiser, how are you?
Let me turn down my volume so I ain't echoing. How's that?
I don't know. You told me you do a professional podcast. Does it sound good to you? Oh, you don't have.
I think it sounds good on my end.
How's it sound to
There's a
you
little
guys?
delay, but
Oh, this is a
Sounds
delay.
good.
All right, sounds good. Evan says.
Sweet.
All right, JW Kaiser, we're in shambles here. It's hilarious. I don't know if you've been watching the show. We were prank calling Big Ben, and he thinks it's Chris Lytle talking was great. But we're happy to have you on. I'm happy to finally meet you. I've heard about you. Haven't met yet. There's so much with you. I mean, first of all, I mentioned it. We'll talk about that in a minute. Apparently, you do a podcast. I think that's pretty cool. But I'll be honest with you. We have so many fighters coming through. I don't know a ton about you, and I want to learn about you. I think the fans do too. Drop questions in the chat if you have them for JW Kaiser. Your past in fighting, like where do you come from? What I know this is.
man, it's a long road, man. It starts about 32 years ago.
Wow.
I started fighting when I was 14 out of Wyoming. I was in 8th grade, 8th to 9th, 10th grade. I boxed in Junior Olympics.
Wow.
And then took a. Are you guys getting some background music?
What did you say? Music?
Yeah. Can you hear background music?
Oh no, I don't hear. But I thought you said you had a background in music. I was going to make you sing us a little ditty.
No, definitely not. I do karaoke, but it sounds sweet to me. I'm not so sure about the rest of the crowd though.
J-Dub, stop digging your hole deeper here. What's your favorite karaoke song?
Man, I like to do 3 Days Grace songs. That dude's got a raspy voice. I'm playing music in the background. Give me 1 second, man. I don't know what happened. I think that I
don't hear anything.
Spotify playing my my music or my
this show's
computer.
a disaster anyway, so it's fine. Yes. As you're setting that up, I'm going to get you ready to sing us a couple lyrics from what'd you say? 3 Doors Down is that what you said? I couldn't hear you.
You want me to sing a couple lyrics?
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
I'm trying to think about 1 second here. I got problems here. Hold on 1 second.
I got problems too every day of my life, man. It doesn't stop
There we
me
go.
from
I'm
singing.
back. Okay. All right. What do you want me to sing?
I don't know.
What do you
You're
want
the
me to
karaoke expert. You're the king of karaoke over there.
sing? Ooh, I don't know about singing it. Okay, so I do a pretty good one of "Never Too Late." That's kind of a shitty song, but it's a great song actually. But
yes, go.
It's a tough song to sing, man. I don't know. All right, I'll start at the beginning. No one will ever be what I expected. And if I don't belong, who would have guessed it? I will not leave alone everything that I own to make you feel like it's not too late. It's never too late.
Oh, this is
Even if I say it'll be all right, still I hear you say you want to end your life.
okay.
Now and
okay.
again we try.
All right, my ratings are dropping.
You guys asked for it.
I know. You did great. We're doing karaoke sometime. Hey, they're saying in the chat here, Joe Puckett saying Kaiser is a scary dude for years in the KC scene. He called you a scary dude. Now, you don't seem like a scary dude when I'm talking to you, but I wouldn't want to stand across from you. So, like, in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, you're new to this. So why? Why are you here? Why do Bare Knuckle? It's not normal. Like, it's not a normal sport.
Well, to start with, sorry to cut you off.
It's all right.
So to start with, like, I'll just tell you what I think about bare knuckle. Like, I think that it's a sport that you have to. So there's a certain part of a fighter, man, that just you can't teach, and we call it at my gym. We call it dog. All right. So if you got dog in you, that's something that I can't teach you. That you get that from just either getting picked on when you were a kid or just some issues you had growing up. We'll just call it that. In a perfect world, you're probably not going to have any dog in you. That's the lack of you just don't give up. You don't know how to give up. There's no give up. You're tough. You're mean. There's nothing that's going to stop you. All right. So dog, some of us have it. Some of us don't. My coach, myself, we always felt like this would be a good match for me, that like BKFC stuff, because I'm all dog. Just get in there and I like to trade punches. I like to get in there and just I'll give up punches so that I can get inside and catch angles. I'm froze up. You guys are you guys cool?
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit. I hear what you're saying. I can hear you. I hear what you're saying. I can hear you. And before, because we're breaking up, and I don't want to cut it off early, but if we still have you, I'm just curious of.
Okay, well, what did I miss? What I missed?
Like Max Hedrum. You didn't miss anything. I heard what you said. I'm just curious of, you're talking about why BKFC for you.
Where did I get cut off?
What do we do here, guys? I need help from my department.
Okay.
Listen, can you hear me?
Okay, so
Why did it cut off when he was singing?
Yeah, I know mine's freezing up a little bit. I'm not seeing live video.
I think your singing screwed up the
good.
bandwidth. I think it's killed everything. So as far as your goals in BKFC,
I understand that. Dude, you should see how I kill a crowd at a bar, dude.
Yeah, right. There's a huge delay here. This is like a real radio delay. What are your goals in BKFC, JW? Like, where do you see yourself headed? Is this a one and done? You want to test yourself, or you want to go further?
So, man, I'm approaching my 68th fight.
Okay.
So going into my 68th fight, I'll just be honest with you, man. Like, this is my retirement fight. I would probably hang the gloves up after this. I technically had retired a couple years ago. I won an MMA fight there, actually ironically the same venue that we're going to be doing the BKFC fight in, Memorial Hall. And it was just it wasn't really like, I don't know, it was a retirement, but it was a little forced. Like, I was having some issues with my personal life, and I wanted to go out. I just wanted to get one more fight in and call it a career. Mm-hmm. But since then, I got myself together personally. I got back in shape. And sure enough, here I hear BKFC's coming to town, and I sure was interested. But right away, I got a call from the matchmaker, and asked me if, hey, he says, I know you're retired, but is this something you would be interested in doing? And I was like, oh boy, let me message my coach, see what he says. First thing my coach said, he said, man, if it's bare knuckle, let's go.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love the way you think. I love the way your coach thinks, JW Kaiser. We're excited to see you're taking on Michael. I keep screwing up his name. It's Fournier. I can't say it. Evan always corrects me. I'm terrible with it. Fournier. It's going to be a great fight at Memorial Hall in Kansas City. I know you've got a huge following online. I know that everyone's going to be loud and proud for you, and we're looking forward to it. JW Kaiser, of course, you can follow him on all his social media. He'll keep you up to date with what he's doing. But we're looking forward to seeing you come out there and kick some ass. JW Kaiser, ladies and gentlemen, from Kansas City on the phone with us, and we appreciate you stopping by. Thank you, Kaiser. You're the man. J-Dubs.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome, brother. We'll talk soon. All right. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the fight.
All right.
All right, my friend. There goes JW Kaiser. We love that guy. It was great. There was some strange delay. I know you were talking in my ear. His voice was so manly and so bassy. I couldn't hear what your voice was saying, Brandon, in my ear. But it's some kind of weird delay there. It was strange. I'd have to wait. It's like an international call. You know, you have to wait for the response. Nonetheless, JW Kaiser, we're excited that you're going to be on the show coming up this week in Kansas City, this Friday night. So other than that, I guess while we have some time here, we completely didn't do the mailbag. I don't think we have time to do that right now. Maybe we'll do that in a little while. We have Elvin Brito coming on, and we also let's do this new fight announcement. We have time for that. We'll just keep rolling along. The new fight announcement, you maybe saw it come out last night, which I was very confused by, Evan, because we had a whole meeting yesterday saying that we were going to announce this fight on the show. So I don't care who it was. I don't know. I have no clue. But
it appeared on the website.
Well, I don't know
because,
who. Well, I'm about to get mad, so you can probably calm me down.
Here, well, I'll calm you down.
Do you want to get me to get mad? Then you can calm me down so I feel dumb when I'm done?
No, get mad first.
Okay, I'm going to get mad first. And this is truthful because I know nothing happened. I know we were supposed to announce it on the show. I'm very excited about that to break news on the show. And then I see it came on. It was on the website. And then I see we posted it on social media. So some bright light. That's my bright light. My grandfather says some bright light decided to post it ahead of the show. I guess they either don't pay attention. What happened? Is it a moronic thing that happened, or is it an accident?
So the way it works is we have that sheet, and once a fight's promotable, there's an X put on it, and the X was put on, and as soon as the X gets put on, it goes on the site. And once I saw it was on the site,
who puts the X on it? No, you can tell me after the show. You don't have to say it on here.
I think that was Nate.
All right, well then they should put the X on his career.
Yeah.
Because
Nate.
he's screwing up my show. Nate, what are you doing?
But I love that fight.
I do love that
I've been excited to see Jeremy Stevens get back.
Yeah, let's go back to the graphic before I started ranting. It's sorry about that. I was very upset about that.
It's a good fight.
Yeah, it's an awesome fight. That's why I was so excited to bring it to you. You got Stevens and Taylor. I mean, that's Salt Lake City. The co-main event announced. It was. They're saying in the chat right away. Calvin saying it was the new guy's fault. They're blaming you right away, no. Christian. So we're really excited for that, and I think that we saw his big win, Stevens, last time against, here you're seeing now, with Jimmy Rivera. So he's got one under his belt. And then, Bobby Taylor, I mean, OG, that guy's got a ton under his belt. So this is a fight. Bobby's so tough. But then you got Stevens coming in with, a big pedigree as well. So I'm excited for the fight. I know you are too. By the way, I always tell you this, but, we're pretty transparent. Like, you can suggest fights in the chat on our social medias, wherever, and we'll try to bring them to the matchmakers and stuff. But, look at Bobby Taylor. He's no joke. This is going to be a banger. This is going to be a great fight, man. I know, Evan, I knew you were excited about it. That's why I thought you posted it, because you're so excited.
Yes. Look at their faces down. You see that? Can you rewind that? The chick's face, like 4 seconds ago.
Oh, what I remember that when they came out. They're horrified.
Yeah.
Watching from ringside, they're horrified.
Oh, I'll tell you when to pause it.
Yeah, Ruben Bam Roundstone. Everything should be announced on the show. Fans first. That's right. I agree.
I don't know. I lost it. Brian's messing it up.
That's fine. It's probably Christian's fault. There you go. So that's what they're saying in the chat here. They're saying
he's trying to redeem himself now. We've lost it. I don't know where it is.
Well, forget about it. The point is, it's a great fight to make. We're excited about it. And
give it up, Brandon.
Do you want to keep? I'm going to keep climbing if you stay on this, dude. Okay, good.
The guy just doesn't know when to quit. I told him no.
So what's Bobby Taylor? I think he's like 6-2. I know he's number 5.
Coming off a big win.
Number 5 ranked lightweight too.
Yeah.
So this is a good fight. We're excited about it. I know you are as well. They're saying in the chat they want to see War versus James Lilly. I know that. War called Lilly out. Bam versus the Shark. Ruben Bam Roundstone saying that's exciting too. All these great fights, man. I love it. So the other great fights. Speaking of Salt Lake City coming up. You got, champion, the Misfit, Christine the Misfit Faria versus Jade Mussin Wong. Jade's been getting ready for the Misfit. She's training. She's got a regimen going. Let's check in what Jade's been doing.
You caught me off guard there.
Bro, I'm going in order. Do you want me to show you the rundown?
No, you're not going in order. You're not going in order.
Hold on for a minute. I'm going to show him, because this bothers me when he says, I love him, but he says
here we
stupid
go.
stuff. No.
Get in here.
No, I want to show you something. Do our orders look different? Jade's the first one. Jade, you see it? Here, I'll put it on camera so people
Come on
see
in.
it.
Yeah. Put it up.
There's
Put it
the new
right
fight
there.
announcement. There's Sean getting ready for Misfit.
Breaking
There's
the
Sean
fourth
with
wall.
BKFC race car.
He is
There's
breaking-
the Misfit training.
How'd you get to
now
the
everyone,
truck
you
so
don't have
fast?
to watch the show. You can just see the whole format because he's not putting it on. Am I wrong?
Well, we got our friend Elvin Brito here.
I think Brito would like me abusing you.
There's Brito.
Yeah, there he is.
Way to get a scapegoat, Brandon.
Yo, you're such a fucking asshole. Fuck you. Let's go, motherfucker.
What? Brito, I don't want to take away from your time, but he's got a big mouth and I want to shut it. Hold on.
A little pro wrestling. Let's
Oh,
go.
no, sit down. You're already sitting down. It helped.
Oh.
Sit down. Sit down and do what I say.
The show is in shambles right now. All because Brian decided to skip around on the rundown.
Are we live?
I'm so
We
sorry.
are live
Elvin.
to the world.
He's an immature fool, and
We're doing live.
yeah, he's what a jerk off, you know, taking away from your time. All right. Oh,
What's up?
All right.
I got time.
Elvin Brito,
What's
man.
going on?
Yeah, now my notes are all messed up because of this kid. Man. All right. Elvin Brito's here. I'm excited to have him on the show. The main event, man, coming up this Friday, Kansas City. There,
Oh, yeah. I
beautiful
cannot wait.
Puerto Rico. I can see it behind now. Beautiful Puerto Rico now. But Elvin, you've been here forever. You were one of the first guys I met in BKFC. I mean, you go back. You've trained people. We'll talk about all that. But this fight coming up, something that I've noticed about you. You're a pretty jovial guy. You're happy. You got that funny laugh.
Yeah.
Everyone likes to be around
Still
you.
like that.
What?
Yep. I'm still like that.
Are you? Yeah, but I don't see it as much because I mean, after your last fight, let's talk about that real quick with Jafar, Fort Knox. I mean, you ran through him, and I remember you grabbed me physically hard by the arm, left a bruise. I think I felt like I was battered, and you said, "Did you see this shit?" Hi! I don't remember what you said, but you were yelling, you were grabbing me. You're like, this new Elvin Brito, man. Everybody disrespecting me. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And you're going crazy. I feel like, and we said it in the promo, you're anger fueled. Is that correct? Are you anger fueled now?
Yeah. It's just, anybody who's been around, who knows my career, like people have, a lot of people see my BKF career. I got 10 fights, and I have a pretty decent career to follow in BKFC. But before I was in BKFC, I also had a mixed martial arts career, and I was a top ranked fighter when I moved to Florida. And my career went to die in Florida. I kept losing. I did lose some legitimate losses. I always acknowledge my losses, but I've been dealt so many bad calls, call after call after call. It's always in Florida too. It's always the same judges. It's always the same people, and then they wonder like, hey, why is Elvin mad? I was like, you guys are like, my career has been ruined by inept people who have no idea what they're looking at. They don't understand greatness. They don't understand genius. If you don't even know what regular fighting is, and a fighter like me being treated by people like that, and by the fans that know the treatment that I've allowed up to this point in my career, it's over. I've reached a point in my career where I am no longer going to be nice. I don't have to be nice. I'm only nice because I can be nice, but I don't have to be nice. And being in BKFC, being nice for this whole time hasn't really helped me. This is the Elvin you're getting. I'm serious. I'm not mad. I'm serious, and I'm gonna come get everything I deserve, and I'm gonna give everybody else exactly what they deserve. If that involves getting your ass whooped, that's what you get.
Well, you're obviously in. Look, you joined the interview without a shirt on, so that might. I mean, you're in the best shape of your life, probably. I mean, you look.
I'm always ready. I'm ready.
I know you are. You
I
look
was out
great.
here, getting ready, waiting for you.
You look great.
I was
Yeah.
like, what shirt do I wear? I'm like, I don't need no shirt. I'm good. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, right. And you're there. You're in great shape. And David mentioned last week on the show that for both of you guys, this is kind of a crossroads fight. This is a fight that you need to win. I mean, even after Jafar Fort Knox, this is another notch in your belt. Kind of talk about how it's always a must win, but I feel like this is with your, new attitude, kind of different in style from what it used to be of fighting, or maybe another style unlocked, I should say. I feel like this is different for you this time. Explain why this is so important for you to win this fight, even more than normal.
Well, this is a pivotal point in my career. This is where I prove that either my beliefs are either grounded in reality. And when I say I'm one of the best fighters in the world, I'm the best 165 pounder in the world, it's true. or I go over there and get knocked out somehow by Jake Lindsey. Now, I like to live based in reality. That's the reason why I'm known to. I always keep it real with myself and everybody around me. And I can't wait to go over there and fight. Jake Lindsey, he's a tough guy. He's strong. He's very experienced. He's experimented. You know, he's fought in the UFC, you know, and he's been doing this for a long time. And, you know, there's a lot of good things I could say about him, but he's also the most pretentious fighter I've ever fought. Wow. In my bare knuckle career. And I cannot wait to go over there to Kansas City and touch him.
Why do you say that?
He's a very touchable guy. He is a very touchable guy, and I'm going to touch him.
He could be touchable. You can touch him. You can beat him. You can do whatever you want to do. But I want to back up. You just said that he's pretentious. You're lobbing a statement out there. Explain that.
You know, I've been listening to this guy's interviews this whole time. You know, I don't know Jake Lindsey. You know, I always do my assessment of the guys when I'm watching. You know, and you know, he just doesn't seem like the kind of guy that I like, first of all. But this last interview, I think this last show you did, and you had David Feldman on it. I didn't even watch the show because I've been busy training, but I saw just a clip where you're talking to David Feldman. You're like, oh man, I seen Elvin. You know, he's mad, and he's like, oh, Jake Lindsey's mad too. Oh, he feels like he hasn't been treated right, and you know that he's mad at the fans, he's mad at me, and he's right. And I'm thinking in my mind, I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, we're not the same. Like, Jake Lindsey has no major wins, no major accomplishments in BKFC. He's done nothing for the sports. He is just a regular guy in this sport. He did his thing in the UFC. You know, he went in there, he lost, and he came over here. And his last fight he's coming off a loss. His last fight was probably one of the worst title contentions in BKFC history. And the president, David Feldman, has the grace to give him a main event fight in his hometown against an actual champion, somebody like me who does have significant wins in this sport. You know, somebody who does do something for the sport, somebody who is something for the sport. I have champions come and train with me. Fighters line up and train with me for a reason. It's not because I'm nice. All right. I'm in a good mood. I just kicked some dumbass out of my gym yesterday. I'm in the middle of my training camp. And yesterday I had to kick another idiot out of my freaking jungle camp. Okay. Because if you can't ride with us, you're gone. Now, listen, that's just how I am. I have done all this stuff. Now, he hasn't. He's just the guy. And the fact that he has the audacity and the balls to even have the disrespect to even be able to say, David Feldman, you're not treating me right. He should be kissing his ass right now. He gets to be the main event with me. He's getting paid more than me, the champ. All right? And he's crying. What? Listen, if I was getting paid what these UFC pukesters are getting paid, these dropouts are getting paid to come over here and lay down as soon as this shit gets hard, all right, I would have already finished my jungle camp. I would be pumping fighters directly into BKFC, the best, just like I've been doing with a little bit of assets that I have. I wouldn't run away and make my own freaking company that ain't got shit to do with us, all right? We've been working hard to build this sport up, and it's a damn shame that these people come in here after UFC walking around entitled like they did something. They're like somebody. If you're in here, it don't matter what you did in UFC. It don't matter what you did in boxing. It don't matter what you did in anywhere. It doesn't matter. You're a freaking 5-fight guy. Where else do you get 5 digits within 5 fights? In what other sport except this freaking great sport, the best freaking sport in the world, where I've been a real champion? Listen, you should be kissing the boss's ass right now. You're not me. I have a reason to be pissed. And when I show up, I'm going to show you.
Yeah. Dude, I think everyone's fired up. I'm watching the guys outside of my eye in the studio. They're going crazy.
We're fired up back here.
I want to thank David Feldman for bringing me over there. And I tell you right now, look, I'm glad I'm glad Jake Lindsey's getting paid more than me. Okay? I'm okay. I know how the business is. He's an at-home guy. And, you know, so I'm glad he's getting paid a little extra for the 2 or 3 guys that are there to see him. But don't be surprised if there's more people to see El Bandito. Okay? That's one. And second, he's going to need that money to hire somebody to wipe his ass for him when I'm done with him. He can stop pretending like he hurt his hand, because when I'm done with him, he's going to be so messed up, he's going to need an assistant to wipe his ass. So take the money. You're going to need it.
You know, I think that I've never seen you like this, Elvin. Like I said, I said it was
Wait
anger.
till I get over there.
Well, dude, I'm almost afraid. I won't even come near you before this fight.
Wait till I get over there. You think I'm playing?
I know
I'm
you're not
joking. This is not. I'm not playing with you. This
I
is
think.
real. Everybody who's been BKFC, they know this is real. I'm tired of these little UFC dropouts coming over here acting like they freaking own the place and then getting their ass kicked and laying down as soon as they get a chance. You ain't shit in here. You're just another guy. This isn't a freaking retirement home. This is a burial ground for you. I'm coming for some of you guys.
How do you feel that? I believe when I was talking to Jake, I don't know if this will make the spotlight piece when it goes up there, but
That's the first one.
We had talked about.
You're up, buddy. You called. You asked for it, so you're gonna get it. I'm gonna give it to you something special.
Oh, you're fit to be tied here. But how do you feel that Jake, when I was interviewing him for the spotlight piece, he had mentioned that, or I'd mentioned the difference in who you've competed against and how you've had some great fights and maybe he hasn't had the top-notch fights, and how you had said that, and you just said it on here, and he said, well, that shows he's probably a little nervous, I would think, because
well, Jake Lindsay, you know, he's done fairly well in BKFC with the low-level competition he's competed with. He has, you know, he's 4-1. Not everybody can get. First of all, you know, I like Jake Lindsay because he's a fighter's fighter. He comes in here and fights all the time, you know. And but this isn't UFC. This isn't boxing. This is more like WWF. This is more like wrestling, okay? Yeah. It doesn't matter if I break your neck in the middle of the ring in front of everybody. Nobody cares. You got to get up and finish, okay? It's more like that. This isn't boxing. Nobody's there to protect you. You think the ref's there to protect you? The ref's not supposed to protect you. I'll take care of you. Don't worry. I'm going to take care of you.
Man, Elvin El Bandito Brito, big main event, Kansas City. Again, I've never seen you like this before. You're usually...
I'm on my way. I'll see you very soon.
I know you are. And, you know, usually I see you laughing, joking on these interviews, and I do enjoy that, Elvin, but this one's a whole new one. So we're excited to see what you're going to do. Main event, you're driven. Yeah. And I see in the chat that a lot of people saying Elvin's going to run through him. Elvin's going to do this. Elvin's going to do that.
I'm done with Jake Lindsay.
Yeah?
Listen, I got something real special for you, Soscia. Real special.
For me, what did I do?
Real special. You're going to love it.
Oh, as long as I'm going to love it. I don't want you to just hit me or something. I'm excited. So when you're done with Jake Lindsay, you have something special for Soscia. Is he going to send us a gift? I don't know what you're going to do, but we're excited to see what you're going to do. What'd you say?
Super special, you know, show you my love and appreciation over the years.
Oh, thanks, Elvin. I don't know what you're gonna. Baby. I don't know what you're gonna do, but I know we can't wait to see.
You got me laughing again.
I don't want you to laugh, man. I want you to go in there with that aggression. You're making me laugh, but I can see your frustration. And to put a bow on this, I think a lot of your frustration comes from the fact that you've been here since day one. In case people kind of weren't picking up on that, and you have the jungle camp, and you constantly try to make the sport better. Where you're saying some of these other guys come in, they take the money, they don't do the job, you don't think, and then they run and they don't give back to the sport.
Oh, they lay down, man. Come on, man. Like you see all those guys laying down Knuckle Mania 4. That was a damn shame, dude.
Well, we know that you're not.
I was there. I had just fought. Okay. But I was sparring the week before. I could have fought Knuckle Mania. I asked to fight Knuckle Mania. I could have fought 2 weeks later Knuckle Mania, no problem.
Yeah, I know. We always want to see Elvin Brito fight.
I wouldn't have laid down. I would have cut my cuts were fresh. So yeah, I would have opened up and bled a little bit. This is what we do. This isn't boxing.
Elvin Brito, rip roared and ready to go. El Bandito, we'll see you in Kansas City.
You're gonna wish I was juicing, because it would make everything make a lot more sense. Like, no wonder he beat his ass. He's all juiced up now, bro.
You just look good. You look lean, dude. You look at that. He's hitting the double bicep for us on the way out. All right. Oh, now he's caressing himself. Look at the abs on abs. I think Evan and Brandon in the back. Look at Rick Rude. Yeah, look at Evan. He's excited. The new guy's excited. We're excited to see a fight. It's going to be a great fight. Main event, Kansas City. Hey, thanks for coming on, man. Live from Puerto Rico. We appreciate it.
I see you.
All right, man. Bye. He's laughing again. I like that. Okay, good. Wow. I couldn't even get it. He's pissed.
He found his voice, man. I haven't seen Elvin like that, and he's been here since what, like 2 or 3, something like that.
He was an OG, dude. Like he's been here forever. I spoke with him off the air before, and he kind of talked about it, Evan, a little bit there. To go deeper, I mean, he's just pissed. He's pissed that he built it. These guys are coming in, and he thinks they're taking money off his table, food off his kid's plate, because he thinks he deserves more, and he's going to try to just start running through people. He was saying, he's like, I'm going to show the company that I'm the one that should be making this money and stuff like that. So
that's something people can get behind. Like, that's got me interested in Elvin Brito.
Me too. I think it's different.
I haven't seen that out of him. Like that, he's been the champion, but he's always kind of flown under the radar just because you haven't really seen his personality come through.
Yes, he tried.
But now, like, I'm fucking,
'Cause he's angry.
I'm hooked. Yeah, like
His
I
balls
want
are like-
I want to see him fight. Like I want to
got
see
these-
what's next. That was awesome, man.
Yeah, I'm sitting here and I'm listening to him talk, and like I said, I'd seen that in Clearwater when he fought Jafar. But and I, you know, a few private conversations we had, I kind of felt that, and in the interviews we did for the piece, I kind of felt that. But I thought, you know what, Elvin's going to be Elvin. He's going to go back to being fun-loving Elvin, and he might. But when that bell rings, it seems like he's a different guy, and we saw that with Jafar. And he even said he's like, I have different stances that are going to throw guys off because he's always been a creative fighter. But now I think he's just. I mean, we say anger-fueled the promo. Chip on his shoulder, that might be better. He wants to prove something. I think I don't know what the hell he has in store for me. What was that all about?
A big wet kiss. Well, I believe, didn't he train under Roy Jones Jr.?
I think I heard that too. Well, I'll tell you this: he trained with pound for pound one of the best bare knuckle fighters in the world. He's trained with Lorenzo. He's trained with. They all go there, and for a while, think about it. Remember that for a while, every
Joey
interview we
Beltran.
did,
Yeah.
every interview we did. Remember that it was in Puerto Rico. They were all training with him.
Yeah.
So he has a great point there. Anybody that might be counting Elvin out, he's one of the best bare knuckle trainers out there. People go to his jungle gym, I think he calls it, to
Monabo, Puerto
to
Rico.
train. Yeah, I know, because we always have to set up shoots there. It's like in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, I'm actually even more excited about this fight now.
I'm fired up.
Yeah, man, that's great. Well, Elvin Brito, we'll see what he has coming up against Jake Lindsay, how that's going to go. We're looking forward to that. All right. Now, I want to make sure, Brandon, are you there, Brandon? No. Is he really mad? I feel like he's mad.
No, I'm here. What's
I have to talk to you gently now so you understand.
We got a buzz in our mic.
Okay.
Go ahead.
What are you doing today? So that's gone.
What do you want?
All right, we'll go to the mail call. I have to do this on the air live now because otherwise you're going to tell me my format's messed
I
up.
got
What-
something fresh coming in.
Oh, I'm nervous.
Fresh for the mailbag was Jake Bostwick. If you go look on his Instagram right now, he's punching Alex the Terrible, the singer from Slaughter to Prevail.
Yes, that guy wants to fight for
He's
us.
punching him in the face right now. I guess he's over in Russia. Or
Can we
wherever.
put that up real quick or
Here,
no?
Yeah.
So we
Preparing for bare knuckle.
I hope it's. Jesus. Oh, Jesus. I want him here
Preparing for bare
now.
knuckle.
He needs to. I said that months ago, Alex the Terrible. We should sign him. I hope Nate's getting him going.
Have you ever listened to his music?
Oh yeah,
It's awesome.
It's
Yeah.
incredible. You wouldn't think I would, but I wish I could remember the name of the songs, but it's more like metal.
Well, it's Russian.
Yeah, and
like
it's
death
aggressive.
metal. Yeah, it's crazy.
And if he's I've seen him perform. If he's that aggressive on stage, I mean, and even there, training for bare knuckle, getting punched in the face. Can you imagine being Bostwick? Like your job is not just to fight, but go place and just punch people
I'll
in the
try and
stomach.
find a
and the face.
video for you guys to see.
We just watched it.
No, of him like
on
There's
stage?
a big like concert. There's you never seen the mosh pits where
It's
there's
nuts.
the walls and they run at each other.
Yep. And
He,
they do this stuff where they like swing their arms around like yeah.
Yeah.
I've been in them. It's not fun. I've stage dived. It's not fun. I don't know why I did it. All right. So are we good with the format if I move on now? So we talked about where we are. Where we are, Brandon, is we are on the new fight announcement. We just finished that. And next up, I want to talk about Salt Lake City and Jad Masim Wong being ready to fight. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense. But I'd love to show you this.
Go.
Ready?
I love it.
Play it.
This is great. The world's biggest wall of death. I'm only talking. Oh my God!
That should be our crowd during his fight.
Yeah, dude. I want all this. I want them all there. I want all the fans there. Oh my God! It's still going. I've never seen one of them so big.
That's the kind of crowd this guy pulls. Like he's a fucking rock star.
No, big time.
Yeah.
I've been following his progress. He's been trying to fight for us for like over a year.
Look at that.
It's insane.
Isn't that wild? I want to see it again.
Yeah, it's just crazy. They're shooting a fire hose out there. They had it doesn't even look real. It looks like they're
Braveheart.
dots. Yeah. Braveheart, yeah. Wow. We got to do that in the studio sometime. Just kind of run together, see how it turns out for us. But I'm
You
excited.
and Brandon almost just did that.
We almost did. Brandon, are we ready for Jad Masim Wong? Did you have enough time to prepare it, to curate it?
Nope.
Are you serious?
No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Christian Sitness.
What do you want to see?
All right. What it says on the rundown. Why do I stay up till midnight making a rundown? Jad Masim Wong. I can't even speak. I'm sorry. Yo, bro, you got balls today. Evan, he's got balls to do that today.
He does.
Jad Masim Wong
Here she is.
is getting ready for the Misfit. Leave the music down. I mean, she's training hard. You know she is. Jad's going to come in ready. Like I said, everyone else has been running from the Misfit. She's running towards the Misfit. So there you go. Jad Massenwang getting ready. Not only getting ready to fight the Misfit, but also she's been out with the BKFC race car, the bare knuckle race car, and she's out there supporting that. I guess they had a race this weekend. There she is. She had a special seat so she could see the best. She had pictures up there. There it is. If you've never seen it, the bare knuckle race car. I don't know if it won. I got to look that up. I didn't even know we had a race car till a couple months ago. I think it's pretty cool, though. Didn't we send guys out to like shoot the race car at Daytona or something, Evan, a long time ago? Like a year ago or something?
Yeah.
All right, I thought so. So, yeah, maybe we'll have more content about the BKFC race car. Pretty cool. But you look at her, and she's out there with the race cars, doing the great things that we love her doing, getting the bare knuckle name out there, Jad Massenwang. But she's got a world title fight coming up in Salt Lake City in the very near future. I mean, she's getting ready for it. But Misfit, she's always ready. The champion behavior. Look at what she's doing. I mean, look at the intensity. And I'll just talk of it. I'll show it now, but I'll talk. The intensity she has in her training. I don't know how much weight it is. I just love watching the intensity. In this video, we're probably not going to be able to show the whole thing because it would go all day. Like, these are her training highlights, and this is a long video. So you know she's coming in ready. If you know Misfit, this is a fight I'm pretty excited about. I feel like the bare knuckle fans are as well. Evan, I know this is a fight that kind of gets you up in the morning, right? You get excited for this.
Yes, I do. I love seeing Christine fight. She's been so dominant.
God.
And she's just got this aura about her. Like, nobody can beat her. She's like our cyborg. So, and then when you have somebody like Jad come in, who is on a streak, she's got power. She's, knocking girls down. You don't see a lot of knockdowns in women's fights, or she's got the power. She has the ability, I think, to beat Christine. So it's a really well-matched and exciting fight, to where it's one of those fights where you don't know who's going to win going into it, and that's what makes it exciting. I think once the odds come out, you're going to see it's going to be pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, like, you can look at the odds, but, if you're a big BKFC fan, you just know, right? So, like, I'm not allowed to gamble. We're not allowed to gamble. I don't even know how to gamble. We've signed things where we can't gamble. I don't want to be like Pete Rose. Do you get that reference, or am I too old? Does anybody get the Pete Rose reference?
Nope.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow, chat. They don't get the Pete Rose reference or the Married with Children thing. This is scaring me for our future. Pete Rose was a baseball player, played for the Phillies, he played for the Reds, and he gambled on his own games, and they kept him out of the Hall of Fame because of that. So what I'm trying to use as an example, we're not allowed to gamble. But my point is, if you're a bare knuckle fan, you know. I mean, I'm not saying I don't understand how odds work, but you just have this thing in your head. If you're a big fan, you just know. So make sure you're at bkfc.com. You can see where to gamble. You want to lay some money on that, throw some shekels down, you can do that. We were talking about Christine's power. That's an excellent point, Evan. And another guy's power we always talk about, and we just saw him in Sturgis victorious against Josh Burns, Sam Shoemaker. Now, Sam Shoemaker was texting me this, the day after the show. He's texting me, he says, already back to work. If you don't know, he lays brick, lays stone. He's out there. He did all that stone work. That's him like a day or two after the show. I love it. Sam Shoemaker out there getting ready. And it makes me happy for Sam to see a little bit of a resurgence. We'll see what happens with him. I know at bkfc.com, they were talking about he's ready for more and he's looking for fights immediately. It's a great article you should check out. What's next for Sam Shoemaker? What's next for the Hillbilly Hammer? The guy that broke our punching machine, the guy with power. We don't have to show it, but I had a link on there for you so you could show the web. Well, why am I doing everything today?
So I was actually just thinking I got a whiz, so I was trying to make my escape.
Oh, was that you? Who's screwing this up now?
Oh, it's always Brandon. No, it's not. Yeah.
Anyway, there's the article I was talking about. Man, if we could just have flow with this show today.
No, we don't do flow.
No, we don't do flow anymore. The only flow you have is when you go pee. That's it. That's what you have. That's the most flow we'll have in the show. Brandon, look at me. Look at me. I'm serious. In the eyes. I love you. We're abusing Brandon too much today. All right. Also, Brandon Conley. He's on the website as well. We're going to show that as well. There we go. Heavy hands. They're heaven sent. If you go through it, and this is a great article about Brandon. He just thinks he was apparently he did some powerlifting and stuff too before he came here. And then he's had this dynamite in his hands. These are all good reads. Either you do it on the app, which is available at bkfc.com, or you go to bkfc.com. Constant articles coming out so you can get to know some of these fighters, learn more about them. Make sure you check these out because they're so well written. They're quick. They're to the point. And, it's just a great little thing that we offer here. And then there's Timmy Mason. Timmy Mason, he had that 17-second knockout in Sturgis, and he is ready to rock. He's already calling for the best in BKFC. While I applaud that because he wants the best, I don't know. I guess we bring him another step up, see what he's got. But 17-second KO, nothing to sneeze at. Congratulations to him. I don't know what's next for Timmy. You can lay it in the chat if you'd like to. But he's looking for the best of the best. You got to respect that. That's all available at bkfc.com. Other than that, I think that before we get out of here in a little while, we're going to reverse today. Brandon, I'm not trying to be funny, but can we do the mailbag? I don't want to.
Time for mail call.
There we go. Man, guys, are we drinking Forge today or what? All right.
Ask Brandon that. He's the one fucking.
I don't know. Maybe it's the new kid. This new kid, Christian. Are you negative back? Like, what's going? Let's put him before we start. Christian, what has happened? You're a fresh out of Temple University. I know they're experienced, but you come with a lot of knowledge. What's going on back there? Why do we keep screwing up today?
I don't know. I mean, everything looks good back here, so I'm not sure.
It's a pure lack of discipline on our part.
He's so shy. He's so new.
He'll get there. Watch. In a month from now,
he's like, you suck.
He's going to have ripped jeans, no shirt tucked in. The hair is going to be everywhere.
I love it.
Just wait.
Oh, man.
A couple shows with us, he'll be one of the boys.
Thank you. And I noticed, Christian, I'm not making, and I think you're awesome, but every time the camera comes back there, you're such a happy guy. He smiles in the background. That smile is going to be gone in a couple weeks. Don't worry about that. Let's
twinkle in his eye.
We're going to eliminate that. Yeah. All right. So let's go to the mailbag. Oh, well, we're
time for
thank you.
mail
Here we
call.
go. Perfect. I love it. All right, there you go. The Bare Knuckle Show at gmail.com. Send in whatever you have. I see a lot of you in the chat. I know a lot of you because you constantly send stuff in. You help make the show. I love it. Also, I want to remind you, wherever you're watching, make sure you hit the, I sound like Sean Wheeler, wherever you're watching, make sure that you hit the love button and share this because we are what, Evan? The virus that won't go away. We're like herpes. Joe Puckett's loving the show. Thank you, Joe. I like it. Anthony says, teach Christian how to steal Tito's off airplanes. Yeah, Christian, we steal liquor off airplanes and we bring it in. I have a whole bar at my house. I'll teach you that more later. We're gonna teach him the ropes. Somebody watches the show a lot, Anthony. All right, so first up, I know Anthony said last week he loves this guy because this guy's like Anthony. Randy the Pervert is back at it again. Randy the Pervert's sending more, and he's angry that we this guy's a creep. He's angry that we didn't wish happy. You got that fly finally?
No, he hasn't left.
Listen, I'm ADD today, but that fly has been flying around during interviews. I'm going like, I feel like Mike Pence. It's landing on people's heads. There's a fly in here. It's trying to get my coffee. It's disgusting. Maybe the fly's in here because the new kid's the shit. Who knows? All right, Randy the Pervert back at it again. He's angry that
with the boss in attendance, David Feldman, Angel Hernandez claims victory in his BKFC debut.
Oh, you're stupid.
Who pushed that button?
I don't know who pushed it.
That was Christian.
Christian, how dare you? That was great. All right, so Randy the Pervert's angry. This show's nuts today that we didn't wish a happy birthday to Pittman. We missed that by a couple days. We love Crystal, the rugged beauty Pittman. Beautiful. If it's anything like the Bare Knuckle Show, that cake got smashed in her face. Or maybe Jared Warren's face. I don't know. I'm sure that he got the $1,000 that we all chipped in and sent her to buy her lavish gift. If he didn't, he's champ now. He can afford it, and he can buy her something nice from the Bare Knuckle Show. Happy birthday to you, Crystal Pittman. And look, the thing is, if I miss your birthday, we have a lot of fighters. If you tell me it's your birthday, she didn't, or we see it, or somebody sends it in, we'll wish you happy birthday. Matter of fact, Elvin Brito, he was on earlier. His birthday was like last week. Happy belated to him as well. Ambidextrous sent this in. He's a regular contributor to the show. We enjoy this guy. He's one of the guys from California, and he finally got his BKFC license plate. So now we have him in Delaware, Florida, California, I think Pennsylvania as well. That's a nice plate. That's actually the BKFC colors. That works perfect. Beautiful plate. Now, if you see him driving down the road, just yell ambidextrous, honk your horn. You do the spy hunter to him, kind of put the thing out of you with slam and put oil slicks. You guys don't get those jokes either because you're too young.
Is that a Batman reference?
No, that was Spy Hunter. It was a great video game back in the day. I got to get some older people on this show. Oh, man. Okay. How many OnlyFans do you think Randy is subscribed to, Anthony says in the chat? I don't know. He's a strange dude. This is interesting. This was sent in. Brad sent this in. He just thought it was a fun Arnold Adams burn on Alan Belcher. This was, why is Alan Belcher not back in BKFC? And Arnold Adams says, y'all know damn well why he hasn't come back, with a bunch of laughing emojis if you're listening via just podcast. So, yeah, that's a quick little quip. They wanted to us to show that because they're wondering where Arnold Adams is. I don't know. I don't know when he's back. I've heard some rumblings. I'm excited about it, but the guy's in better shape than I've ever seen him. I can't wait to see Arnold Adams. He's like rebuilt himself. He's He's like a Vino. He's got like lats. He's lost weight. He looks great. Looks in great shape. So we're looking forward to that. Oh, this is great. KCMS Records. So this is a Wawa fight. So if you don't know Wawa, do I have it? I threw it out, I think. I get my coffee at Wawa. It's a big convenience store around here and in Florida. It's huge. We live about, 10 minutes from the headquarters. I go into Wawa all the time. Actually, I get us the cream for our coffee in Wawa every day when I come in here on Tuesdays. Last week, I got into a screaming match with some lady at the register. So this reminded me of that. I wouldn't beat the lady up, of course. I would never do that. She would beat me up. Here it is. Early morning coffee, Wawa fight. Man, I wanted my pinwheels. His butt just touched me. Ooh. I don't even know. Listen to this guy. Andrew Dice Clay. Sounds like Andrew Dice Clay. In your life. He's got to be a New Yorker, right?
Security guard right there.
Nobody. All right. Listen to him. He's great. I'll break you in half.
I'll say anything I want.
We need him. I want that click. He walks out. He's probably going to his accounting job. He's on his way after that. We need him in BKFC. I want to find out who that guy is. I don't know what caused the fight. The dude sounds like he's from New York, first of all. So maybe he was visiting. Come on, bitch. I love it. I'll break you.
A nice slip, right?
I know.
No, I mean, he slipped that.
No, I know. I know what you mean. And then he just tosses him into the food rack. That was great. Sign him. Joe Puckett says sign him. They're like, he got ragdolled. So there you go. I guess he hadn't had his coffee. There's a lot of jokes you make of that. Have you ever seen a fight in Wawa? I'll tell you one thing. Can we show that again? There's one thing I want to spotlight. I almost forgot about in that Wawa clip. Show it one more time, please.
What number is that? There you go.
I'm sorry. The floors in Wawa, they're beautiful. I mean, do you notice how nice that floor is? I mean, is that... I knew a guy that used to lay floors in Wawa.
And he may be heading right back there pretty soon if he keeps pushing the wrong button.
All right, that's all I wanted, dude. All right, Brandon, we love you, buddy. We're really... All right, I feel like we're wrecking him today. I'm sorry, Brandon. All right, Little Ben sent this in. He knows we love the punching bag highlights. This is punching machine highlights. These are all great. I love the one... Watch, not this. That's good, though. There's one where a guy tips the whole machine over. I don't, it's what? This might be the one where he tips. Here it comes. The whole machine goes, dude. There you go. Little Ben lives. He loved the punching bag highlights. I always watch him. Always send them in. Wesley Kill Eagle in Montana. He wanted to do a clarification from last week's email. He resent another one. I think this is really cool. I think we're going to flash it up. I hope we are because I don't have the text here. But basically, he said that they own a stand, and it's for his daughter to help raise money. She had childhood cancer. She's, I don't know, I say recovered in recovery. We've met her. She's wonderful. We love her. But they promote us. They have a whole screen. It wasn't just a TV. It's a whole screen going at their market, and they invite people to come watch, like their flea market area they're at. I think that's so cool that they're spreading the word of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, and they do it there if they have to work and they're not at their house. So thank you for doing that. Like I said, we love watch parties. If you guys have a watch party somewhere, I don't care how big or how small, I don't care if it's at your house, you can film it, give us a message, you can send us pictures. We love to see them. All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh, okay, this is from Twitter. Beasley Reeslent. He said, when is BKFC signing the toughest man alive? I agree with this. Jeez.
Is that an Indian vasectomy?
I just don't understand. I don't understand why. Like, no amount of views could be worth this. I've seen this guy punch stuff. What language is that? I don't even know.
It's Indian.
Is that what it is? Oh, I love him. So this,
if I'm wrong, I'm going to piss a lot of people off. I think that's Indian.
Hey, man, we don't know. We're dumb Americans. Now, here's the thing. That guy does, I've seen him punch stuff. He's insane. He's getting bigger and bigger. But Beasley Reese sent that in. I'd actually love to see that guy on one of our shows. He'd be fine against low blows. We know that. We'd allow low blows in that match. All right, let's see what else. Oh, this is a great one. So we talked about Roundstone, Ruben Roundstone last week. Dave was on here talking about Ruben. We talked about how I met him. He's a big fan of the show, and we appreciate you watching. Ruben, bam, Roundstone. Well, now he's got a child that isn't doing well, is sick, and he's trying to raise money. And one of the ways he did that was in Sturgis. He went around, I probably devalued the thing because he had me sign it, but he went around and had everybody signing his walkout gear, his sweatshirt he walked out, including this guy is on there. There he is, Connor. I mean, Connor's on there, Dave Feldman, all the fighters that fought. It's just jam-packed with signatures, and it was Ruben Roundstone's walkout shirt. So if you want to get involved in this auction, it's such a good cause. It's such a good cause for his daughter to help him pay some bills and help their family out of some problems they're having with this with her health. You can get involved in the auction. Again, Conor McGregor's, he's the biggest name on it that signed it, but we had the whole roster sign it, and it was Ruben Roundstone's walkout gear. If you want to get involved, I know on Instagram he's at Bam Roundstone, BAM Roundstone. And you can find him on social media too. Look it up. He's got all kinds of posts there, and you can kind of DM him or send him a message how much you would bid for that. We're trying to raise a lot of money for his family, so that's how you can get involved. We love doing that for the fighters because he is part of our family. Other than that, I mean, that's the end of the mailbag today. As always, we never follow format. We're way off. I'm cool with that. You know, I do really well with that, Brandon. And I think that now we're just going to go through, this is exciting. The event's coming up. So we always like to check, of course, this Friday night, Kansas City. Looking forward to that. That's going to be awesome. Lindsey Brito, we all just agreed that this fight has gained so much more interest for us now after talking to Elvin and seeing the different guy Elvin is. He's standing out. He's letting his voice be heard. As Evan said, he really found his voice. There's a lot of great fights in that card. Doug Cold Red Coltrane returning to fight Zeb Vincent. The list goes on. We had JW Kaiser on. He's going to be there. It's going to be a good night of fights. And like I always tell you, even if you've never heard of some of these people or you're newer to this, it's bare knuckle fighting. Anything can happen. It's always exciting. BKFC.com to grab the app to get involved. Of course, after August 16th, this Friday, we then head to, yes, there it is, the Prospect Series in Edmonton, August 31st. We're looking forward to that, too. We've been there before. A loud crowd. They love us when we come there. I don't know if I'm going to try to do the last time I went from Philly to Edmonton and back, I tried to do it in under 24 hours. And that didn't work out well for me, if you remember, because you left at 9 a.m. the next day, and you got home at the same time I did. I was delayed by like 10 hours. It sucked. But the fights were awesome, and I love going to Edmonton. So they have like a dinner theater there. When we show that fight, when you watch it, they have like China. They have like crystal. They're having beautiful dinner around the fight. I love checking that out. After August 31st, then we're headed to Salt Lake City. And we're looking forward to this. Faria Messon Wong, Jab Messon Wong for the title. And we also announced Jeremy Stevens versus Bobby Taylor today on the show as well. So we're excited. That's a great fight in the co-main event. A night of great fights there. And then how about this? Coming up September 13th, Blas Reber on top, and we're excited to watch Reber's climb and watch Blas's climb, and now they get to collide. And then you have the redneck, Dave Mandel, taking on King Mo, making his debut. That's September 13th in Hollywood, Florida. BKFC.com for tickets or to grab that app. And then, of course, after that, we're going to have more to announce soon, but here we go, Marbella, Spain, in a bullfighting ring, man. That's going to be awesome. And I mean, I can't wait. I think they're taking me there. I can't wait to be there. I'm going to dress like a matador or something like that. I don't know, but it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun. Other than this, hey, listen, I'm going to ask you one more time. Please spread the show. Spread it like a virus. Spread it all around. Hit the like button. We love you guys. It's fight week. We can't wait to get to Kansas City, baby. Memorial Hall. And I did this last week, but I'm excited since we have another fight week. I can't keep doing it because I'll break my jaw, but I'll remind you, drink your Forged Irish Stout. I don't know. This is just cool, and it's here because Junior gave it to me. Where's it at? Get bucked up and knuckle up. Fight week. Here we go. You want to see it? You want to see it? I'm going to knock myself out. I swear I'm going to do it. Ah!
That landed good. That landed good. Stepping on it. Big shot from Brito. With the head movement. Big right hand. And down goes Connor Kenny. Oh, he's out. He's out. That is it. One punch, walk away, knockout win. Oh. And down goes Brito. Right hand from Zeb Vincent.